$188,000 in this box, and you can get it just by paying $20,000. Is that worth it to you? Well, you have to answer that question because I can't. But what I can help you is why data? Why collect a customer's data? That is what we'll be talking today about. And in today's example, we'll be talking about a fast casual pizzeria, even though this applies to all small businesses, all medium-sized businesses, and all large businesses. The difference being the large and medium-sized businesses and a few of the small businesses are already doing stuff like this, but we're here trying to help you small businesses catch up and play toe-to-toe with those big guys, because we know, especially in like this restaurant business, your service is better a lot of times, your food is better a lot of times, and we just like going to places like you better than, like a good old McDonald's. But before we get into this whole thing, I want to go over a few numbers here and explain what some of this means that I have wrote up here. So let's get into these surveys or data that I found on Google, just a general Google search. But here's the first article, or part of it. The average American eats an average of 4.2 commercially prepared meals a week. In other words, as a nation, we eat out between 4 and 5 times a week on average. This number equates to 18.2 meals in an average month eaten outside the home. What kind of money are we talking about here? The average American spends $232 per month eating meals prepared outside the home. Given that there's an extra 18.2 meals eaten outside the home, in an average month by the average American, the average meal outside the home costs $12.75 a person. Another article says, a new survey shows that people who eat out tend to eat out quite often. According to the survey, 56% say they dine at a restaurant, get takeout, or have a meal delivered 2 to 3 times a week, and fully 10% say they eat out 4 to 6 times a week, and 6% say they eat out every day. So, I have some numbers up here. We'll get into all of them, but first let's get into these percentages over here. I'm going based off of this article, and we'll have a customer base of 3,000 regular customers. 16% is combining the 10 and 6% coming from 4 to 7 times a week. So this person's single, they're coming 6 times a week with an average check of $20. And that comes out to 304 times they eat out a year. Down here we have 56% that are going 2 to 3 times a week. Well, this one will be married with kids at 2 times a week with an average check size of $60, and that totals to 104 times eating out a year. And down here we're taking the extra leftover 28%, and they're going to be eating out 40 times a year, because we're going to say they're trying to save money, and that would be a married family with kids and an average check size of $20 to $5 because they're trying to save money. So we have 2 separate restaurants here we're using as an example. First restaurant does not have a database. Second restaurant has and is collecting a database. These are like identical restaurants. That's the only 2 differences. So this first customer over here is coming 10 times a year out of those 304 times we're saying, at $20 a piece, and 16% of that 3,000 is 480 people at $200, $96,000 total. Over here, of these 56% of these 3,000 people, 1,680 are coming at 4 times a year, $60, $240 times that equals a total of $403,200 a year. Down here, the 28% is 840 at 2 times a year at $25, totaling $500 times 840, totaling $42,000, all coming to a grand total of $541,200. Now, here's where we get into the meat of our discussion. Database, no database versus database. First question, how do you collect the database? Second question, what is a database? Third question, how are we using the database? So, as a little bit of a visual example here, I created these 2 avatars for these restaurants. Over here we have Mia White. Right here we have Noah Lewis. And as you can see, we have their phone number, email address, Facebook, and Facebook Messenger IDs, and a little bit of information about them. How did we get this information? Number one, me as a marketer, when I'm doing marketing for restaurants, I do it a specific way, and I'll tell you how I do it. We start off with either a scan code on a table topper or at the cashier's counter. We have a way to enter into the program via your website, and we also run Facebook and Instagram ads. Now, what is the program? The program is an offers program, like a VIP offers program, where we give them a great offer to start out your offer program, to bribe them to get into it, basically, where we can get their phone number and email address in return. So they are paying us to get this free item, but we're going to be giving them a free pizza, a buy one get one free pizza offer. Now you might say, a free pizza, that's a lot. Yes, it is, but we're bribing them, and they are actually giving us something in return. It's you yourself probably don't like giving out your phone number and your email address. So we also don't want to abuse the service that they give us of their phone number, email, and Facebook Messenger IDs. We want to use it respectfully, but we are getting paid for that free pizza. It's just not in money. Now, we have this information down here. How do we get that? So after they get into this program via Facebook Messenger, we send them through a customer survey, and that customer survey asks a few questions. First, what do you come in for most often? Lunch, breakfast, lunch, or dinner? In this case, it says lunch. In this case, it says dinner. Then we ask, are you married or single? This person said single. This person said married. And then we ask, do you come in with family generally? Well, this person, no, because they're single. This person, yes. So they're coming in, they have kids, we deduct. We also are asking for the birth date. Why are we doing that? Well, it's our birthday program. And what we're doing there is giving them a free pizza for their birthday. And you're saying again, oh, we're getting a little carried away with this free pizza stuff, especially if it's free and not buy any purchase has to go with it. It's not buy one, get one free pizza. So let's break down why we do that. So number one, most people on their birthday go out to eat, take family and friends. 2, it could be a big party. 3, not many people are going by themselves. So let's take that for the first example. They're going by themselves. Very few people are just going to come in and get the free pizza, but those that are, we're going to exclude, and we won't be doing any more marketing to them. We'll try to keep it to the people that are spending more money. But the people aren't coming in with friends. You know, they don't have any friends, they don't have any family. A small crowd, but let's say there is some. They come in and they say, it's my birthday, I'm going to treat myself. I'll get some breadsticks with that, I'll get your dessert, and I'll get a drink. You made some money off of a free pizza. Now, they're coming in with family and they have that huge party. That huge party could be 20 people and they have 15 pizzas. They're buying breadsticks, they're buying dessert, they're buying drinks. That check size could go up to $500 or so. It could go up more, it could be less, but it could go up that high. Is a free pizza worth it in that case? I would say yes. So then we have maybe only 5 extra people coming in. They're getting 3 pizzas, they're still getting breadsticks, they may be getting some dessert, and they're getting some drinks. We're also getting maybe another $90 check for a free pizza. Is it worth it? In my mind, yes it is. So that's what we're doing with the birthday. But what are we doing with this other stuff? When they're coming in, whether they're seeing who have kids, well, when you're doing SMS marketing or especially email marketing, you're sending out an email. Let's say you're sending out an email right now. Right now, you're probably sending out an email to one person. You just send it out to everyone. You might be sending out to this person that says, "Hey, family night, come check us out," etc. But this person, they aren't worried about family night, and in fact, they're completely uninterested. So they're going to ignore that email. Or this person goes out with a colleague at lunch or something, or they're going out to eat pizza and watch the football game, and they're saying, "Let's go out to eat for pizza." And you said, "Family night?" Completely not interested. But Over here, you send the email to them. It says, "Oh, let's go. You want to watch football? Come check us out." Completely uninterested. So we're using the information that we have collected to target our marketing specifically to these two different people. We aren't sending out the same email to both. Same with the text messaging. Let's get into the text messaging a little bit. How can we use that? First of all, let's say Tuesday, Thursday night is your worst nights at your restaurant, and you have a fair amount of tables open. We take 50 people out of your database, and we'll send a text saying, "Hey, we have 15 empty tables. Our food is great. Come check us out tonight. We'd love to see you." Just because you reminded them and jogged their memory, let's say 15 out of those 50 people come in, you got 15 new orders. Maybe they're 15 and they're like $90 orders or $60 orders or $20 orders. They're an extra time. And you're going to be alternating through your database. You aren't going to be sending the same 50 every Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. We're going to be mixing it up. Let's also take, you have a new item out there and you're thinking, "Oh yes, this is an awesome item. You guys have to come check it out." It had some new breadsticks with some cheese, garlic butter, a little seasoning, and some pepperoni on it. And it is amazing. You have to check it out. They couldn't care less. They're off worrying about their own life. They don't even know you got a new item. So how do you do it? You send them a text. Maybe put a picture in the text, maybe not, just because on charges, whatever, it's up to you. And say, "Hey, we have this new amazing item. You have to come check it out." You send that to 3,000 people, you're going to be getting a good chunk in. Now, we'll see later that we only get 30% in the program, so you get sending that 30% of the 3,000, you'll still be getting a good chunk in there. Then on top of that, we have we're sending stuff to families. We're sending to women. They're married with kids, and we say, "Hey, it's Friday night. Do you not want to cook for your family tonight? Are you tired from a week of work?" Because you know how it is. Even my wife gets this way. "Oh, I don't want to cook tonight. Let's go get something to eat." Rather than just letting them choose from all the restaurants they could go to, raise your hand, say to them, "Hey, come check us out. It's Friday night. We know you don't want to cook for your family. We know you want a night off. Come into our restaurant." You're going to get a big chunk of people coming in, and we're just going to keep on nurturing them over and over like this. Now, I did mention a VIP offers program. Quarterly or something, we can send them a new great offer to get them in and bring that big check size in that we talked about with the BOGO. With this BOGO, we are tracking this where most people will be coming in and actually spending more money. It's not just going to be getting the free pizza and dashing to the door. They'll be doing the same thing of getting breadsticks and some dessert or something, and we can track who's spending more money or spending less money. So let's look at this. On average, we see that people in a program like this come in an extra 6 times a year. So from 10, it's 16 times a year. From 4, it's 10 times a year now. Down here, from 2 times a year, it's up to 8 times a year. So let's multiply that out, because we're going to say 30% made it into the program. 30% of this 480 is 144, and now they're coming at 320 instead of 200, and it goes the same down here. 504 out of the 1680 are coming at 600 instead of 240. Same down here. 520 at 200 instead of 50. And then we multiply that out, we get more numbers. These people are still coming at the same. We get more money from these people. Same here. More money from these people. Same. More money. Same. All totaling out is $729,336. Now, the difference between these two numbers, as you guessed it, is that $188,136. So, what does that mean for us? We got that much extra, and where did that $20,000 I said in the beginning come from? We have it wrote right over here. That's like a retainer fee for a marketing firm, like mine. Like, we're doing this program, you're retaining me for a certain fee, and on top of that, included in this, I should say, is your ad spend, your messaging, your email fees for sending out mass emails. That's all included. So maybe you're only making $168,000 now because you're paying that $20,000. But is that extra $20,000 in spend worth $188,000? I think so. But as I said earlier, only you can answer it. Now, each year we'll keep on running this and we'll keep collecting more people into our database. So the next year it might be 200,000 you're making. The year after that, 210. The year after that, 218. We can keep growing this and we can keep offering them new things and keep nurturing the people in the program and growing our profits and our database, trying to make more money. Now, is that worth it to you? I don't know. You have to answer that question. I can't answer it for you, as I said. But I can see you're thinking, I think that's worth it, but can you actually prove that you're doing that for me? Well, I'm glad you asked, because yes, I can. The way I do it, we would take all this data, we figure out what's being spent on everything, and we run it into a spreadsheet. The spreadsheets over here at the bottom says total costs. That is a retainer fee plus like ad spend. Then we have annual impact. That is taking total sales times the 6 extra times are coming in, and that's the annual impact we're getting. The return on investment is this number divided by this, and that's how we get what your return on investment is. Then over here we have the acquisition cost, what it costs to get each individual into that program. And then we can figure out from there what your return on investment and whether it was worth it to you or not. Now, as I said, you still have to be answering the question, is it worth it? Just as one last example though, I want to give you one example of a company that does something semi-similar to this. Now, I'm not going to say these numbers are going to ever apply to you, because obviously they won't. But there's this company you might never have heard of. It's called Facebook. Oh wait, you might be watching this video on Facebook. So most people have heard of Facebook. Most people have heard of Facebook. Maybe not everyone's on it, but 99% of all people, like at least in the United States, have heard of Facebook at least. If you're not, you're under a rock probably, back in the woods, a hermit, something like that. Now, what's their business model? They take you and give you a free product. What's that free product? They let you connect with people. They let you buy and sell on there. You get into groups of like-minded people that like the same interests. You can watch stuff on there now. They even have a new news thing on there where you can scan through the headlines and find your news. And they're giving you that all for free. Oh, but wait, not everything's for free. They're taking your data. What are they doing with that data? They're selling it to businesses like this one that is paying money for marketing, getting in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of eyeballs, and they're selling them stuff. And then these people are collecting data and making money. What does Facebook make off that free service? They average around a $29 billion per year revenue. Now, as I said, I know you guys won't be making $29 billion. As we had an example here of 188,000, but we can prove this sort of thing to you. And I would love to help you guys. If you want to figure out more about my service, my website is profitsolutionsmarketing.com, and you can find out more there. Or if you're there already, you can book a call with me to figure out how we can help your specific business. Or you can book it in the description below, or on Facebook. You can hit me up via Messenger and say meeting, and we'll get you a link to book a call. And as always, guys, I really appreciate you watching. The views going up and up. I keep thinking, maybe I help this guy, maybe I help that guy, maybe I help this lady. I really appreciate it. And if you don't like the video, hit a thumbs down. Leave a comment below why you don't like it. If you like it, hit a thumbs up. Comment below why you did like it, because I want to get better. I want to make better content for you guys, and I want to keep on helping. Thank you so much for watching. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. See you on the next video. Goodbye for now. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit a thumbs up. And if you liked it, also leave a comment in the description below how it helped you. And if you didn't like it, also leave a comment in the description below saying how we could get better at helping you. Because I want these videos to help you. And I want to get better and make this one of the best marketing channels on YouTube. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.